Now, the first thing you should never do when a woman visits you is allow her sleep over. My kings, I know it can be very interesting and sometimes even make you happy to know that a woman is comfortable enough to want to spend the night at your place. But that is something you should never allow because it can be very dangerous, especially if she's not your girlfriend. Now, here is the thing. You should ask yourself certain questions before you allow this because there are so many dangers that can come with spending the night on the same bed or in the same room with someone. So you have to ask yourself, what if she has a sickness? What if there is something that might come up in the middle of the night that you might not be able to handle alone? What if there is something that attacks her in the middle of the night? These are questions you need to ask yourself before you decide to let a woman sleep over at your place, which is why it's better not to let a woman who is not your girlfriend spend the night at your place. I saw a guy sharing his story where he met a woman who wanted to spend the night at his place. They just met that day and they decided to spend the night together. And he agreed, not knowing the lady was asthmatic. And this is something that seized her whilst they were having intercourse. And he even thought, oh, the lady is just feeling what is going on, not knowing she was under attack, until he found out that she was actually losing breath. And he had to start running helter-skelter to look for help. And here is the thing, getting the inhaler is not something you get in this part of the world without prescription. So there was nobody who was willing to help him because he didn't have any prescription. And there is even no proof for him to show that really someone is in danger. He just got lucky to find a pharmacist who is also a guy and at least understood his story and followed him to the house to go see that the girl was having a seizure, and then he helped out. But if this was not the case and something happened to the lady, you already know how it's going to end. So these are the things you need to consider before you let a lady sleep over at your place, especially if you don't know her or you're just meeting her for the first time. In fact, you shouldn't just let it happen if she's not your girlfriend, because at least your girlfriend, you know her to a certain level. If there are issues she has or suffer from, you probably know about it and be able to handle it if it ever comes up. So for this reason, my kings, you should not let a lady spend the night at your place. Now, another thing you should never do when a woman visits you is allow her bring her belongings into your home. My kings, do not let any woman start gradually bringing her belongings into your home because that can be dangerous. There are two reasons why women do this. It is a way to mark their territories and also a way to trap you. So it can be any of these two. So when you notice, even if it is your girlfriend, she starts claiming to forget things bit by bit at your place, you have to call her to order, because before you know it, it will become a thing and all her belongings will be at your place. And remember, she is not your wife yet, and it is only your wife who has the rights to do that. And like I mentioned, it is the way women mark their territories. So maybe it might even be someone who is not your girlfriend. Maybe she finds you interesting, she comes to spend the night at your place, and now she begins to leave things behind, bit by bit, claiming to have forgotten them. Some of them might even be women that know you have a girlfriend, so they are trying to maybe cause issues between you and your girlfriend so they can come into your life. And like I said too, it can also be as a way to trap you. A trap in the sense that she wants to impose herself on you. And here is the thing, she will just start bringing her belongings bit by bit, and before you know, she herself will enter your home. And most times this is done by a woman who you are not really certain about. Let's say it's a new relationship, you are still getting to know her before you make that decision if you want to spend the rest of your life with her. But now when she does this and starts staying at your place, before you know it, then maybe you even start having kids with her. Maybe the first kid will come, then another one, and now you're sitting wondering, when did all this happen? And that's it, she's gotten you in that trap. And maybe with time you'll start discovering things about her that doesn't sit well with you. And now because you are trapped, because you're confided, maybe you start even thinking about the kids. That is, if you have kids with her, now you can't go or let her go because you are worried about your kids. That is why you shouldn't let a woman start bringing her belongings to your place bit by bit, because most times it never ends well. Another thing you should never do when a woman visits you is give her a spare key to your home. My kings, no matter how good and perfect your relationship or friendship with a woman is, never give her a spare key to your home because that can be very dangerous. Here is the reason why I'm saying this. When you give the spare key of your home to a woman, now she kind of believes she's a co-owner of the room. Now she can come in anytime she wants. And again, you are still a single man, so you need your privacy. Now, when sometimes you come home, let's say she also brought her friends over without your knowledge, and now you come home tired, looking for a place to relax, coming to your own home to get some peace and quiet, only for you to get into the home and see so many women there. Now, what can you do? You can't chase them away. You can't ask them to leave because it is somebody whom you have handed that privilege of having your key with that opened the door for them, because if she didn't let them in, they wouldn't be there in the first place. And again, this can be very dangerous in the sense that, let's say maybe something goes wrong with the relationship and it is some woman who is a crazy person. Now you can already tell that she would definitely find her way in and destroy things in your home. She has the keys and there is no guarantee that she cannot duplicate the keys. Let's say maybe you both break up and then you take your spare key from her thinking, oh, everything is fine. What if she has a duplicate? And what if she is that crazy woman who can do crazy things to you? She can come into your home and destroy things and cause issues and problems for you. That is why it is very dangerous that you give your spare key to a woman. The only woman who has that right is your wife, because then the home belongs to both you and her. But aside that, you should never let any woman have the spare key to your home. Another thing you should never do when a woman visits you is rape her. My kings, I know there can be this misconception that every woman who visits you wants to knock, but that is not the case for every woman. For a woman who is visiting you because she's interested in you and wants you to hit it, well, she will give you cues for you to know that she's interested in that aspect. And when you make advances, she will be open to them because that is the reason why she is visiting you. But there are also other women who just feel very comfortable and better having male friends than female friends. And with women like this, they can just be coming to you because they feel comfortable around you. They feel free. Some of them might even see you as a big bro, someone they can always run to and confide in. Now, when you go ahead and make advances at this type of women, they would definitely ask you to stop. So when you make advances and a woman refuses, my kings, just stop it there. Don't go any further or try to rape her, because here is the thing: you can be sued for sexual assault and also you can traumatize her. That is if you end up raping her, because this is someone who feels like you're a big bro, who feels like you're a buddy, and she can always come to you. And now you are rather the one who has put her in a space where she doesn't even know what to say. So even if she doesn't sue you, you've spoiled her mind, you've destroyed her inwardly, and that is going to be a problem for her. You've really traumatized her. So my kings, never rape a woman because she visits you or she's comfortable coming to your place. Now, the last thing you should never do when a woman visits you on my list today is assume she's interested in you. My kings, this is a bit similar to the previous one. Do not assume that a woman is interested in you just because she's visiting you. Try to find out if for real she is interested in you. Because like I mentioned earlier, a woman who is interested in you would give you cues. She will give you signs that she's interested in you. And if you are also interested, properly ask her out. Unless the both of you decide to do a friends with benefit kind of situation, do not rush into the conclusion that a woman is visiting you because she's interested in you and then start making advances at her, because that will make you come off as hungry and thirsty, and that is not what you want to be as a king. So make sure you are certain that she's interested in you. If you also are interested in her, go ahead and shoot your shot and get things moving. But if not, then just let her stop visiting you so it doesn't lead you to problems that you might not be able to handle. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 5 things you should never do when a woman visits you. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do well to subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.